Welcome back. Let's take a look at some sports now. And there's only one story really, and it's in the world of football. Yeah, the draw for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar has taken place a few hours ago. Africa's 5 places belong to Ghana, Senegal, Tunisia, Morocco and Cameroon. No Nigeria, no Egypt. It's incredible, isn't it? Well, let's see in which groups these 5 will be in and against which countries they were drawn.
Senegal.
Yay. African champions Senegal are featuring at the FIFA World Cup for the 3rd time and are one of only 3 African nations to have reached the quarterfinals. They have the best win percentage of any African nation at the tournament.
Morocco.
Morocco are making their 6th FIFA World Cup appearance. The Atlas Lions made history when they became the first African team to progress beyond the first round in 1986.
So, Tim, Morocco will be going into Group F.
Tunisia.
Tunisia are participating in their 6th FIFA World Cup and 2nd in succession, having also qualified for the finals in 2018.
So Tunisia will be joining France and Denmark in Group D.
Cameroon.
Since their debut appearance in 1982, Cameroon have made more appearances at the FIFA World Cup than any other African nation. This will be their 8th participation.
So we do have another constraint here in Group F. They can't go in that group as they're in the same confederation as Morocco. So we'll skip a group to Group G.
Ghana.
Ghana have now qualified for 4 out of 5 FIFA World Cups since making their debut in 2006. Their best performance came in 2010 when they reached the quarterfinals.
So we do have the same constraint in Group F, with Ghana being in the same confederation as Morocco. So we will go to Group H.
All right, well, joining us now from Cameroon is soccer analyst Francis Ajumane. Thanks very much indeed for joining us and welcome to the programme.
It's a pleasure joining you. Thanks very much for hosting me.
So, I mean, all eyes were on the draw. It was a big event and very exciting to watch. What do you make of the draws, and particularly where African countries have been placed?
I have to say, it's been a very exciting few days across Africa after the drama we saw on Tuesday night with the 2nd leg playoffs of the World Cup qualifiers across Africa. And just few days later, all eyes are in Qatar for the draw for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. I think it's obviously a mixed feeling for most of the African teams. For example, if you look at a team like Senegal, the general feeling we have is they should quite comfortably sail through their group. While if you look at a team like the Black Stars of Ghana, who dramatically sailed their qualification into the next one, it's something tough for them to sail through against. They have a heavyweight like Belgium. I think it will be something tough for the Black Stars and Morocco. But you cannot ride any team when the first ball has not yet been kicked. I think all the African teams, they deserve to be there, and they have all their chances intact in their hands. For, as you rightly mentioned, Cameroon, the indomitable Lions of Cameroon are returning to the competition after they missed out in 2018. And we all know how they snatched their ticket in dramatic fashion at the last minute against Algeria. And so Cameroon is coming back to the stage after missing out in 2018. And we know since their heroic participation in 1990, they have some sort of not really shown to the world what they are made of. So I think this World Cup presents an opportunity for the indomitable Lions of Cameroon to come back to the big stage and to show that they are the champions, or they are the team that used to be feared not only in Africa but across the world. And I think with the group that they have, it's fair to say they have their chance to go through.
Well, let's talk about the group that they're in. I mean, there's Brazil there. Switzerland are not a pushover. They've got some pretty good players there. Serbia might be the one team that they can really chase. Do you think they can get out of this group?
Oh, that is the general feeling back in Cameroon, that they can get out of the group if by the time they face Brazil on their final day in the group, they haven't lost a game. I think they can get out in the group. Serbia and Switzerland, pretty much there isn't that big difference between Serbia and Switzerland to Cameroon. I think the feeling is that Cameroon can cope with them. Mm-hmm. But with Brazil, this will be the third meeting between Cameroon and Brazil at the World Cup in 1994. Brazil trashed Cameroon 3-0, and in 2014 in Brazil, the Seleção trashed Cameroon 4-1. So there is that feeling that the Seleção have an upper hand. But again, Cameroon have that psychological advantage. I think that's the only African nation that Cameroon beat Brazil 1-0 at the 2003 Confederations Cup, at the 2000 Olympic Games, where Cameroon equally beat Brazil. So Cameroon have, when we come psychologically, I think Cameroon know that any matchup between Cameroon and Brazil is always something a fierce encounter. And the last goal scored by Cameroon against Brazil was scored by Samuel Eto'o, who is now the FA president, and who has told the players that, look, guys, we're not going to the World Cup just to participate. Players before us did it in 1990. So you have the opportunity to write your own history and go beyond the quarter final. Anything short of reaching the round of 16 back in Cameroon will be seen as a failure. And after the draw today, I think there is optimism that the players can make it through to the next round.
But it'll be really tough. I mean, you know, the African Cup of Nations were played in Cameroon. You were on home soil, and yet you didn't win it there. And a team like Egypt got to the final but couldn't even get to the World Cup. So this must mean that playing away from home is going to be even harder than trying to win the African Cup of Nations at home.
That is the beauty of African football. It's not a given. It's not mathematically a given. It was a disappointment that Cameroon did not win the trophy, the AFCON back at home. But the general feeling from the competition is it had been a very long time. Cameroonians had not seen a team with so much fight, with so much spirit, with so much passion. And even though Cameroon finished third and could not lift the trophy, there was some sort of satisfaction to see that there was a group of players of at least 25 to 28 players who can defend the colors of the nation for a longer term. And if Cameroon thrives a lot on adversity, we don't care whether we are at home or away. If you look at the way they qualified for the World Cup in dramatic fashion, they lost their 35-year unbeaten home record to Algeria in the first leg 1-0. But Samuel Eto'o told them, and even the coach told them, that we are the indomitable lions and we have always thrived in the face of adversity. Go to Algeria and bring the result. They went to Algeria, they picked up they scored the early goal, defended it, and Algeria scored almost at the last minute. Right. And when the whole of Algeria thought they were already in Qatar, the last minute Cameroon snatched the ticket dramatically. So going in Algeria away will not scare the Lions. They've won all their 5 African Nations Cup trophies away from home. Yeah. So it's something they are used to. The only thing that could be, like I say, could play against these players is experience, because the set of players they have not played the World Cup. If only 2 players among the group of players who have played the World Cup, that is Captain Vincent Aboubakar, who was top scorer at the AFCON with 8 goals, and true striker, Bayern Munich striker, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting. The 2 of them played the 2010 and 2014 World Cup. they were still very young, and with all what happened in 2010 and 2014, they really didn't have their chances to show what they are made of. I think this is the opportunity for them, and they are like the leaders of the team today. This is the opportunity for them to drag their peers and say, hey man, the World Cup is once in a lifetime experience, please. You have to show what we are made of.
All right, let's look at Group H. Ghana have got Portugal, Uruguay, and Korea Republic. They should get out of this group, shouldn't they?
Yeah, Ghana should get out. I think Ghana should get out of this group if we get their act right. You know, Ghana, it was a big disappointment at the 2021 AFCON that they couldn't even make it past the group stage and had to bow out in front of the proverbial minnows like the Comoros. But they have a score to settle. When I look at the Ghanaian draw, they have a score to settle against Uruguay. If you know what Uruguay or Luis Suarez is, that is very famous name in Ghana. So I think Ghana has a score to settle. But something very impressive about Ghana is they were not afraid to make changes after the Africa Cup of Nations. They showed the door to Milovan Rajevac and brought in Otto Addo, who used some unorthodox method, but it has worked for Ghana. I think now, with the group of players that they are ready to fight for each other, and they showed it against Nigeria. It's not the Ghana of 2010, 2014, far from that. Talent-wise, it's not the Ghana of 2010, 2014, but with the spirit they have after the knock they took at the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations, the spirit they have rallied to come back to remain strong as a team. I think it will be a team to fair up. And now they are trying to scout at other players who could join them, and hopefully they could snatch Callum Hudson-Odoi for England, who will bring in more pace to the team. And they have a youngster, Afena Felix Gian, who is the future of the team. I think Ghana, if they show the spirit they showed against Nigeria, I think they are in with a chance to make it to the next round.
Okay, we're running out of time, but perhaps just looking at the last few countries, Group F is where Morocco find themselves in. We've also got Tunisia sitting in Group D against world champions France. But Senegal look like the power of the continent at the moment. How far do you think that they can actually go in this World Cup?
Wow. Africa, I think Senegal, this is a very big opportunity for them. And I want to be bold. I'm making a claim that Senegal can reach the semi-finals of the Africa Cup of Nations with the team and the spirit they have. This is a team that has been, Aliou Cissé has built a team for the past 8 years. I think Senegal has they have Africa's best chances of reaching even the semi-final or the final. The problem now is they have to cut out useless, unnecessary mistakes, like the one they did against Egypt at home in the first leg. They have to cut out unnecessary mistakes as they will learn. I hope they have learned from that 2018 experience. And if they can remain injury-free, I think they have the best chance for reaching at least the semi-finals of the World Cup. Just to come very fast and say, Morocco, equally, they have a very good group of players, but the head coach, Vahid Halilovic. It's somebody who knows Africa very well, who's always produced results with Cote d'Ivoire, Algeria, but his methods are highly contested by the public, by the Algerian public. He isn't really very popular because they look at him as old school. That's why players like he's not been able to blend a lot with the players, and players like Hakim Ziyech have categorically made it clear that they
unfortunately, we've run out of time. But we will talk again, absolutely. I think this is quite an exciting time for African football, and I'm hoping that our teams will progress and do amazing things. And we'll chat again soon. Thank you so much indeed for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me, and good luck to all the African teams.
Thank you. Au revoir.